Ooh.
Oh, wow. You see that? All of the people that started this hospital died in this hospital. I am alone in the Stimson Hospital right now, where an apparition of a pregnant woman was captured on photo. Tonight, we are in Eaton Rapids, Michigan, at a location that kind of ran me out the last time I was here. So much so, I had to come back for a second time. The first time I was ever here, I had something literally come through from the top floor upstairs, come down to the first floor, and break my camera. Tonight, I'm here investigating with some friends. You guys may already know them. They are Ryan and Dave from Paranormal Quest.
Hey, what is up, guys? How's it going?
Are you guys ready to explore the Simpson Hospital tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Now, I appreciate you guys joining me on this episode here tonight. Tonight, we are going to investigate together as this collaboration, and then my plans are to go in this place, this terrifying hospital, alone. Are you guys scared? What are you guys' thoughts about this place?
I'll tell you what, I'm really interested to see what happens tonight because your last episode was really creepy when, you very clearly can hear those footsteps coming up to the camera toppling over. And if you guys haven't seen that yet, go back on the channel and check it out because it's one of the creepiest things that you have ever uploaded. So if something like that happens tonight, I might run out of here as well.
Yeah, this place has the history to produce the paranormal activity. The place itself having a dark history, like being converted into a hospital. They said it was plagued with tragedy before it ever became a hospital because it fell into tragedy, disrepair, it caught fire, and then once it was finally restored, they had, the doctors came in, turned it into a hospital. 3 doctors passed away. The 3 doctors that started this hospital clinic all passed away here in the hospital, and 1 doctor even fell down the elevator shaft and died. This place is perfect for paranormal activity. The history, the traumatic history, the tragic history, but also the happy history. One of the things they said about this place is that there was just as many births as there was deaths inside this mansion. So I'm excited to see what we can capture, the energy that this place has. It very well could produce something absolutely crazy tonight.
Now, it is also raining outside, and they do say that rain and water, or what have you, is a good conductor for paranormal activity.
Oh, yeah.
I do know that there is a super creepy piece to this building upstairs on the 2nd floor. Her name is Adia. She is said to give you night terrors if you don't leave her an offering when you are talking to her. So Dave, this might be good for you guys for your Paranormal Quest curse.
I hope not, because I was already up there taunting her and didn't think about it, so.
All right, guys, what do you say we do like a walkthrough through this location, kind of get an idea of what we want to start off at and go from there?
Let's do it.
I'm down, let's do it, let's get started.
All right, let's
go.
go.
So Connor, to start with, you talked a little bit about your creepier experiences that you had here. Can you take us to the places that these creepy experiences happened and tell us about them?
Yeah, I definitely can. So one of them is right behind me. This is the main one that kind of scared me to get out of this place. Follow me. I can't recall exactly what I was doing at this very moment. I know I talked about it in the episode, but I was here by myself and I just had come down from the 2nd floor, which is right behind Ryan where the stairs are at. And I sat my big camera, my main camera, right where Ryan is standing at. It was on the tripod. And I stopped recording all my cameras. I forgot my lavalier was still recording. And I walked over to this table. It was actually a little bit further over this way. And I went to go grab my phone to check it. I was taking a quick little break. And I was gonna go live on YouTube. And I'm facing the doorway and I didn't hear footsteps or nothing like that. Only thing I heard was a smack to the ground and I turned around. My camera had fallen and hit the ground. It was I guess, turned on from the hitting the ground, I guess, so hard. The screen was white and it was completely broken. Well, when I got home that night, I went over the audio and I actually caught footsteps, like quick little taps, what sounded like maybe coming down from the stairs or the room behind Dave now, and came in here and you could hear it hit the camera, and the camera just came down and smacked and hit the ground and broke. Nice.
And you were standing right where you are now?
Yeah, I was standing right where I was at right now.
And the camera was back here in this particular doorway right here?
Yeah, it was right here where I'm standing myself.
Oh, okay, so right there. So you were nowhere near it.
I was nowhere near it, no, because the table is actually pushed back further right now, it looks like, for some reason. The table is a little bit more this way, and I had walked right over here. I had walked over, and as you can feel, this is like solid. This isn't even wood. This is like concrete-ish flooring or whatever. And I went over here to go grab my phone, and I'm facing the door over this way. I look at my phone, get ready to start a YouTube Live, and that's when I heard the camera smack to the ground.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, at that point, I was already really upset because that camera's expensive and no longer can use it. And it was my main camera. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this YouTube Live, and I'm out of here. At first, I thought I broke the camera and I thought it came on off the tripod because of me. But then I went back and tested the tripod, and then I found that audio, and I was like, okay, that's definitely not me, because you can hear some kind of weird footsteps running, so to speak, at the camera and the tripod, and you hear a smack on the tripod, and that's when it hit the ground. So it scared me pretty bad, because after I got done with that YouTube Live, I was on the phone with my fiance, and I could hear footsteps on the second floor above me. That was before I was even recording. I was done my YouTube Live, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of freaked out right now because I'm the only one in this hospital right now. I had to leave. So that's when I came back the second time, and I wanted to see what caused that to happen, who caused that to happen. You know, and it made me start thinking, like, maybe it's that doll that's upstairs, because I started off talking to her when I was getting a tour from Chris without leaving an offering. I didn't even know you're supposed to leave an offering. So that's when I thought, well, maybe that's just the start of the bad luck.
Would it be bad for us during our abandonment when we set up cameras and leave this hospital empty here in just a little bit? Would it be bad for us, Dave, to put a camera right here in this spot pointed back that way, just to see if maybe it'll happen again, see if something will push that camera over?
I mean, I don't think it would necessarily be a bad idea. Would it lend more credence to the Paranormal Quest curse? Probably. But it's worth giving it a shot. If it happened to Connor over on his channel in his episode, it would be interesting to see if it would happen again.
But this is my most terrifying experience I had here the first time, because I had to come back the second time because I was scared. I wanted to leave because I've never felt like I wanted to leave a location before. Seeing a ghost, having weird experiences, but that just absolutely frightened me, actually having something physically break of mine, you know? So upstairs on the second floor is another experience I had up there. In this area in here, when I was using cat balls and when I was using Ghost Tube Seer, my second time I came here, I was using Ghost Tube Seer. I was sitting on the floor. I had a camera right here rolling, and I had cat balls scattered throughout the floor, and of course they were going off. Not really sure at this minute right now, and now I look back that it was maybe paranormal. But the weirdest thing I had was when I was up here the second time, it was really hot. In this room, I actually saw a bat flying around in here. And I'm like, oh my God, you know, I'm trying to watch out for this bat. Well, the bat eventually disappears. I don't know where he went. I'm running Ghost Tube Seer, which is where it draws images, you know, where they say spirits can use it. It was a tool that I was using. And I literally caught an image of what looked like that room down the hallway with a bat in the image. Oh my God. There's literally a really unsettling picture that just came through here. What in the is this? That literally looks like that room in there too, the little door that's standing in front of. Is this you? Are you trying to show me what you look like? Okay, this is absolutely freaky. And I didn't even realize this until everybody that was watching the video started pointing this out. And the reason why it's so creepy is because there was a figure right where this apparition that they caught here on photo was at. They caught an apparition of a pregnant woman in that room down there. And that's where the bat was in. So I'll show you guys that room real quick.
So there's a lot of relevance from what you've gotten with Ghost Tube Seer and the alleged hauntings in this building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right here is where they caught the apparition of a pregnant woman. And it is so clear. That is one of the clearest images I've seen a paranormal investigator at a location capture. It wasn't from me. I'm not really sure who captured it, what have you. But it was showing a figure up against that door right there, leaning up against the door. And then over here was like the bat. And the image almost looked identical to this room.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty freaking creepy. So that's my second scary experience. My third creepy experience was down in the basement, where they also had a morgue and where one of the doctors that founded this location fell to his death face first down the elevator shaft and died.
Now, before we go down to the basement, Connor, and I know this might be much to your dismay, but I want to go in here and I want to talk to this doll. And I am not going to leave her an offer. And everyone that's watching might wonder and think, why are you doing that? Is it crazy, disrespectful? Well, what I want to do is, they say that if you don't leave this doll an offering, you'll have night terrors, there'll be a curse, something bad will happen to you. If that's true, it's our job as investigators to put that to the test. We're not here to leave her an offering and trying to have a nice, pleasant little conversation if she wants to come out. We're here to test these claims. If someone feels like they're cursed by this doll from talking to her and saying her name without her permission, then I'm gonna go in there and say her name and see if she'll get angry, see if she'll throw something of ours like she did with you, Connor.
Well, if it's anyone getting cursed, it's definitely you two. Every time I go to places with you guys, there's always something bad luck that's happening with me and all of us together. ISS, I pretty much almost broke my neck for you guys.
Roll that clip.
Roll that clip.
This is like for the cricket interactions, just like this way.
Let me just expose for the sunset here because this is so romantic.
For once.
Oh! God damn my neck.
Are you okay?
No, I just hurt my neck.
Oh my god.
Oh, the whole thing just broke.
You alright?
No, God damn it.
Adia, we're going to be here tonight. We're here to talk to you. And we're not bad guys, we're not disrespectful, but we heard a lot of stories about you. And we heard that you happen to curse anyone who says your name or talks to you without giving you an offering. And not that we're saying we don't believe them, but it's the reason we came here tonight is to see if you'll curse us.
Not Connor, just...
Yeah, just please do it to Ryan and Dave, please. Please, I appreciate it, okay? You already did enough to me, you already broke my camera.
Maybe if you want to, are you able to roll something like this off of there if you're that angry at us? Can you push that off of there right now if you don't want us to do what we're doing?
When you were here last time, Connor, did you leave her an offering?
Not the first time. I left her a penny, so that's all I had.
the second time you came back to try and relinquish the curse?
Yeah, I left her like a penny. That's all I had in my pocket, and I told her I was sorry.
Well, Adia, I'm not saying I don't believe you, but come on out and show us you're here.
Now this is the basement. There is a story I will tell you guys about that happened down here that is actually documented, which makes it even that more creepier, okay?
All right. No, it is dark down here,
It is super dark.
as most basements are.
It's always in the basement.
Always.
Right here, guys, is where the elevator shaft to this place when it was a hospital used to be. And the story of what happened, all of the people that started this hospital died in this hospital. Right behind me is where they had a morgue, and right here was the elevator shaft. One of the doctors that worked here was in the morgue working on a body, and he hears a loud noise, and he comes out here and he sees the doctor laying face first at the bottom of the elevator shaft. At the very top of this hospital, which we unfortunately have no access to, it was in maintenance mode, and the doctor had no idea that the elevator shaft was in maintenance mode. He had stepped out and fell face first, 3 floors to his face. Obviously, the last few seconds of his life was with that doctor who was obviously like what happened kind of thing. In here, I was running ghost tube when I was using it, and I went in there into the morgue and I had sat ghost tube right here, and I get a response that comes through on ghost tube that says in the corner, and I'm in this small little room. I don't know why it freaks me out at the moment there. It was the only real response that came through that really kind of shook me up a little bit, because there are little corners in here, and this was a morgue where obviously bodies were at. So that's one of probably my least scariest experience here, but one of the scary experiences I've had here at this hospital.
I mean, and you have to think about if it is true, the documentation that they have, thousands of people passing away here, you think about how many people on gurneys would have come down this little ramp right here and into this morgue. And just the number of people passing through here, the energy, along with that energy of that doctor falling face first down the elevator shaft. This place was never meant to be a hospital when they built it. It was never meant to be used for what it was used for. But it ended up that way. And in a way, it was cursed with a dark history that they say still shows itself through paranormal activity to this day. And I'm excited to get started tonight and see what we can capture. But there's one thing we have to keep in mind when we're down here, which I noticed. There is an apartment over top of the back part of the hospital, which is right above the basement. So there are tenants that live right up here. So just by nature, any noise that we hear when we're in the basement that sounds like it might be coming from up above us, we immediately have to discredit it and say that it probably came from whoever's upstairs living up there. So you never know what we're going to capture down here when we're in this dark, creepy basement. I mean, it is dark. You want to turn your lights off, guys, and show them how dark it is?
Well, yep, it's pretty dark in here.
It is crazy dark.
Whew.
What do you think, boys? You ready to jump into this episode?
Let's do it.
Absolutely. Let's get dark. We are inside the Simpson Hospital. We are on the 2nd floor, and we are in the main bedroom up here. Right where I'm standing at over here is where an apparition of a pregnant woman was captured on photo. And where also I've had most of my experiences at when I was here last time with the epoch device. So we have lined this entire 2nd floor with equipment. We have REM pods everywhere. We've got an epoch device right here on the door, right where this apparition was captured at. We've also got the paranormal rope over here and some devices on Adia in the other room over there. I figured let's bring the epoch device up here and try to have that spirit up here that was captured on photo.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm ready for this. Let's see if we can get... This is a floor, I think they said that Dr. Harriet Chapman has seen a lot up here as well. Mm-hmm. As well as the apparition of that pregnant woman, so
let's try to see if we can communicate with her or anybody that possibly died here or any of the other doctors. Let's get this epoch device started. The epoch device is one of my favorite pieces of equipment to use because it is the most reliable I've had. I've had some really cool interactions with spirits at places. Using this device, the longer a light is held down, the most likely it is something used as paranormal. If it just blinks real quick, it's probably nothing paranormal. So simple, yes or no device. Yes means green, red means no. All right, spirits of Stimson Hospital. My name is Connor.
My name is Dave.
And I'm Ryan.
We're here tonight to hopefully communicate with anyone here. I'm not sure if you remember who I am, but last time I was here, my camera broke. And I don't know who did it, but I'm back today with some friends. They wanted to come here and try to talk to you too. We have this device over here at this doorway, this door. It just simply answers yes or no questions. We heard that there was a picture of a woman who appears to be pregnant that was captured right there where that device is standing. Are you here with us today? It's super quiet in this house right now.
Very quiet.
Is there something attached to that doll that's in the other room behind me?
Whoa.
Scared me, dude.
God. I didn't realize you were leaning on that dresser. When it popped, I was like, ugh! I'm gonna come get a better view of this right here.
If you're not in this room with us, we do have 2 REM pods, these devices over here on the floor. They're not going to hurt anything or hurt anyone. They're red lights with antennas. If you come into this room, they will go off and we'll see you come in here. If you're out there or downstairs, could you please come up here and speak with us?
Dr. Francis. We know Harriet's seen up here, but you would have worked up here too. And this is where the labor and delivery was, right? So it would make sense that they'd see an apparition or catch a pregnant woman up here, because I'm sure there were many women that died in childbirth here.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Ma'am, did you pass away while giving birth? Strong yes.
Yes. Thank you for doing that.
We're sorry to hear that. We're just here to learn about your life and listen to your story. We don't mean you any harm. We're not here to hurt you. We just want to know about who you are and whatever it is you want to tell us, or we can even give a message to someone if you want to give us a message, and you can show us you're here by using that or lighting up any of these other lights. If you make the other lights turn on by getting close to them, it'll help us understand more that you're here.
I just bleeped. I think I caught that because my camera's rolling. Did you make that light go off on the bed right there? You don't have to be shy. If you're the one that died during pregnancy, are you the one that was captured on a photo?
If any of the doctors are here with us, can you walk up and stand by these red lights right over here?
Dr. Stimson here.
Ooh,
Oh, wow. You see that?
that went all the way around. And some of those were red, which is like the highest EMF. Is there someone on the bed right now?
I don't think I've ever seen that do that.
Let me see something really fast. I put something else there that you can touch and try and light up to let us know that you're here.
Was that you that just set those lights off on the bed? We do appreciate you doing that. That was almost immediately after I asked that question, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Just so we know that you're here, we saw that. Can you come back over here to the closet door and make the green light turn on again for us? If you can, in fact, use that.
What? Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
What was that?
Oh, that was straight up voice.
That sounded like a man's voice. I'm sorry that I was talking when that came through.
No, you're good. Oh my God, my hair and my arms are standing up. I literally heard that. My back's facing.
It's getting cold in here now.
Yeah.
Come on in here. We heard you, sir. Come on in here.
Did we just hear you?
I saw that.
Thank you for doing that. It is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Now, if you come over here and touch this red light, see how that does that? That's just a way for us to let us know, a way for you to let us know that you're here. Long no on the epoch? You don't have to if you don't want to.
Is this Dr. Simpson? Is there a way, sir, that you can make that REM pod that we have right here, right in front of my flashlight, that red light, can you make that go off to confirm that that was you making this stuff go off?
You had a lot of your instruments for your practice, for your field, that you used and they didn't hurt you. These are our instruments for our field and they don't hurt us. So we would love if you could try and touch one of these red lights to let us know you're here.
Thank you. Have you guys ever seen that do that before at places?
Not this consistently. It usually only does it one time where it goes that intensely around, and then there always is just a slight, like certain nodes will go off blue, which is the lowest amount of indication that it has. But for it to be lighting up to red going around that.
Guys, you didn't hear that was behind me?
Mm-mm.
I did not catch this on audio.
You may have in the camera in the room back there.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard a ooh.
Just now.
I shit you not. I don't want to bleep someone out, but I'm not even kidding you.
Who was that?
Are you back? Oh, man. I was going to ask, are you back here? And that was a strong yes immediately as soon as I stepped out here.
Is that a Adia?
No.
No?
Not. And it's still on no.
Thank you for doing that. Are you a doctor? Just bleeped. Not sure if I got that, but I just saw the light bleep on the bed.
You like those purple lights? If you do, you can try and pull them off the bed.
Thank you for doing that. I see you obviously like that device.
I'm not even kidding you. When you asked if... Ooh, I caught that too. That you probably did as well. I have not seen an epoch. Like, even ours, I've never seen it hold that long on a light. When it went on no, when you asked if it was a Dia, and it said no, I've never seen an epoch box hold the light that long. It was a solid 5 seconds that it stayed on.
So that's most likely something definitely paranormal is using that. We appreciate this communication. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
It just went from that one to that one to that one on that side of the bed. We, again, appreciate the communication. If this is you using these devices.
Are you standing over here?
Do you like using the rope that's on the bed right now?
Strong, yes. Still yes. Still yes.
That's instantaneously. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate you communicating with us. Did I communicate with you last time I was here? Do you want us to use a different device that you can use to communicate with us? Are you in the room with us right now, in this room? Or better yet, can you see us in this room? One light blinked over there.
Mm-hmm. I saw it. It's hidden behind the blanket, but I caught the light on the pillow.
Is it all right that we're in here talking to you? If it is, can you try touching one of these things we have set up with the lights on them?
That red one that I showed you how it worked, can you touch that one?
Did you know any of the doctors that started this hospital? Maybe Harriet, Francis, Dr. Stimson. If you're up on the first floor, can you please light that up green? If you're on the second floor where we are, please light that up red. The first floor. The first floor. Can we come downstairs to the first floor? You can light that up green for yes and red for no. It sits there, it doesn't do anything until we ask questions directly.
Yeah.
It hasn't lit up since I was carrying it around. Light that up if you want us to come into the room with Adia. Can you light up anything if you want us to come into the room with Adia over there?
Thanks, Ryan.
Did you see that?
It lit up the rope.
Did it?
Full, pretty much from this point by the pillow all the way around the tripwire went off.
Well, Adia, there's a antenna on top of the thing that's covering you. Can you try and touch that antenna?
You didn't...
I heard something.
Something walking on the wood in there. Did we just hear you walk on the wood in the room?
If you want us in that room back there with you, touch that thing that I put on top of your case.
Adia, if you want one of us to come back there and have a one-on-one chat with you, light up the thing that's on your case, or there's a thing in that room that if you stand in front of it, it'll play music. You can make the music play. You can do either of those things, and one of us will come back there and say hello to you.
You good?
Yeah. Just feel heavy to breathe. Can't tell if it's the harness on me, if it's a camera or not, but it just feels heavy. Do you cause people night terrors like we're being told? Whoever is here causing night terrors, whether you're a Dia or some spirit or what have you, are you really causing people night terrors? All you have to do is answer yes or no on that epoch device, that blue device on the bed that's in front of me.
My head is pounding.
You okay?
Yeah, just head started pounding out of nowhere.
Should we move in that room?
Yeah.
Is there anything possessing Adia right now? Like everybody claims here?
Can you throw something off that table at us right now? Maybe a coin or a marble?
I see a couple of those on there. Adia, here in a little bit, I'm definitely going to be coming up here by myself and spending some alone time with you. And I'd love for you to let me know whether you'll be here or not.
Did somebody here break my camera the last time I was here? Is there anybody still up here? I will say this though, guys. It did say that it was on the first floor.
Yeah. And nothing has happened up here since it said that.
No.
So maybe we should
Run down there.
go down there.
Let's go down to the first floor.
Leave these two cameras in these rooms.
All right, so right now we are in the office where Dr. Simpson actually had a heart attack and died. And he died right over here. And the epoch device is now down here too. And when we're down in here, because when we were upstairs on the second floor, most of the time when we kept mentioning Dr. Stimson, the devices were going off. So if he is the one communicating with us, maybe he's over here, down in this area where he did spend the last moments of his life. Dr. Stimson, we're downstairs on the first floor, sir. We're in a room where you spent the last few minutes living.
You're able to use that device and light it up green for yes and red for no. So if you're here, Mr. Stimson, can you light that up green?
I promise he meant doctor.
Yes.
How dare you, Dave, insult a doctor like that by calling him Mister.
I know, all that hard work.
We were just told that whoever was using our devices is now down here on the first floor. Is that true? Green means yes and red means no. Can you answer us, please? Are you done talking? It's gone major quiet.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we do appreciate it for what you were talking with us upstairs. Do you want us to leave this room right now? If you say yes, we will leave this room and stop talking to you. Just need some confirmation.
That was a very interesting moment upstairs, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it got very intense very quickly with hearing what we heard, that sounding like a voice from behind you, Connor. And then I picked up the epoch and walked back there and got very clear responses on the epoch.
And every time we would mention Stimson, Dr. Stimson, the devices seemed to react to that almost instantaneously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy there for a few minutes. And as you saw, the epoch doesn't just light up every 30 seconds with a yes or a no. You can see since that moment happened, the epoch has maybe lit up twice in the past 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
What do you say, guys? We take a quick break here and film something for your show real quick.
Yeah.
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 Let's do a session for Paranormal Quest.
Yeah, because the next time you're in here by yourself, man.
Fun times. Are you going to be happy when I'm in here by myself? Are you going to talk to me then? I swear to you if it lights up. It's probably not going to light up.
This is Connor right here. He was here last time. If you want him to be in here by himself so you can talk to him and scare him, or just be in here with him by himself, can you light that up for green so he knows?
Or if you're upstairs, set off any of those lights up there. If you're excited for Connor to come in here all by himself.
I know you guys are getting a kick out of this. Well, I do hope you do talk to me because I am going to be in here by myself soon. So we're going to be done talking to you for right now. We appreciate all the communication you did provide us. We're leaving now. Let's go. Okay, everybody. So I am alone in the Stimson Hospital right now. This is my solo session. Ryan and David and I were just upstairs in one of the rooms up there. I'm not really sure exactly what room it is. And we literally just witnessed the epoch fall over and the millimeter go off. Millimeter could have went off because the epoch fell over, but it started getting really unsettling up there. And I got the best luck of the straw to go by myself first. So now I'm first inside this house alone. And yeah, Ryan and David are not here, so I'm alone here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go upstairs and do an EVP session. I might do some walking. I know I'm kind of breaking the rule of thumb to walk around a house, a location, using an EVP session while doing an EVP session, but I kind of want to just like see what happens, I guess. So I'm gonna pull out the voice recorder here. I'm gonna hold it still as possible and recording. I'm gonna go upstairs now because that's where all that happened at, up there. And again, I'm by myself in this creepy, terrifying hospital. I didn't think we were gonna capture one of our devices falling over. Let's go in the bedroom in here. This is where they caught an apparition. We're gonna set the voice recorder down right here on the table, right there. And I'm just going to put my camera down right here. Actually, I'm just gonna hold it. Standing still. My name is Connor and I'm in this hospital by myself now. The last time I was here, my camera broke downstairs. And I'm trying to figure out if you're the one that did it. I was up here earlier and somebody was communicating with our devices in this room. And I really appreciate all the communication. I have a device on this table right behind me that has an orange light. You can go in that and speak and tell me anything you want to say. How many spirits are in this hospital? My floor cracking? You can tell me who you are. Move in real quick. I'm gonna sit on the bed. I don't know if that was me. That was weird. Are any of the doctors here? Who are you? The afterlife. Do we just understand that we're just here to experience the living life? Or I'm getting up to stop the voice recorder. Okay, we're gonna go over that when we get home. Not so much here. We don't have so much time here. Ryan and David still have to do their solo too as well. And I don't want to take up all the time here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go downstairs. We're gonna go get some more pieces of equipment. Then we're gonna come back up here. My original plan was to go in the basement, but I'm gonna leave that completely for David when he's in here by himself and see what we all get. You know, I'm in this hospital by myself and it'd be interesting to see what they get. when they're in here by themselves, and then compare it later, because I am leaving here a little bit earlier than Ryan and David, because I do got a longer drive home right now since they're staying in this town. So we're going to take the Epoch again and the REM pod, and we're going to go upstairs. We're going to go in the room where Adia is at. Now I am in the dark except for my camera in front facing the Epoch has a light so that the action camera can see. Okay, I'm in the hospital by myself now. I'm sure you know who I am. I'm Connor. Are you here with me right now? If you are here with me, you can knock over my Epoch device. This room down this hallway is where somebody just knocked over Ryan and David's Epoch device. I also have a REM pod in the doorway right there. And you can make that go off and they'll let me know that you're out there. Can you do that for me? Do you like it that I'm here alone? I'm sure you know what that device is. I was just speaking with somebody earlier. That's just a yes or no device. Green means yes and red means no. Nothing that I'm using is going to harm anybody. It's just a tool that we use to try to communicate with what we can't see. And I can't see you. But if you use my devices, it can help me see you. Can you come through and tell me that you're still here by using that device and lighting that up green? I would greatly appreciate it. Is Dr. Stimson still here? What about Harriet Chapman? Frances Blanchard? Frances Blanchard. Thank you for doing that. Hopefully my camera that I'm using right now on my chest is picking up what's in front of me. So I think this was Frances that just said yes. If it is, you had a really horrible death here. You fell essentially 3 stories to face first to the basement where the morgue's at. And I believe that's where you died. Do you know that you died? Are you Frances? Are you Dr. Stimson? Am I wrong? Are you not the doctors? Or are you something else? Are you somebody else? Are you the apparition of the woman that was pregnant that they captured on a photo? Is that you that I'm talking to right now? Okay, I'm gonna move different rooms. It's creepy though, there's a lot of shadows when I'm moving around with natural light, so it makes this really creepy. Going downstairs to the first floor now. We're just honestly, guys, going to walk through the house. I've been slimming down on some of my equipment. I'm no longer using ghost tube. I'm no longer using seer or cat balls or what have you, just because I feel like that stuff is just, you know, they were just tools that I used to try to help myself be able to communicate with spirits. And so, like, you know, I'm just going more stripped down, so to speak, walking through places, you know? Who knows if I capture an actual audible noise of some sort or what have you or something, you know, but the less equipment I feel like, the more likely, you know, something more paranormal could happen. Something very strange was just captured on my body camera during my solo session inside the Stimson Hospital. In case you missed it, I'll replay it again. As you can see, there's some sort of anomaly or manifestation appearing on the right side of the screen, quickly moving from top to bottom in just a second. I knew I captured this before editing the episode, and I was beyond excited to see it on a bigger screen. At the time, I was filming myself with my night vision camera and noticed my arms weren't moving, which led me to believe it could be something paranormal. However, when I started editing the footage and reviewed the full video, I realized what I couldn't see on my body camera footage. The very edge of my arm moved just outside the frame, created the illusion of an anomaly. So in this case, it wasn't something paranormal after all. Let's go in this room now. I know we were in here earlier trying to use the epoch device. Let's just set this up right here. Let's just sit down at this chair and try to talk. Dr. Stimson, your last minutes of your life were spent in this room, surrounded around by paperwork. You started this hospital and made something really beautiful out of it. Are you here still at the Stimson Harriet Chapman Hospital? I have a device right there in front of me. Lights up green for yes, red for no. Can you simply tell me if you are still here or any piece of you is still here? Let's just set this camera down right here. Move my camera right here over. There we go. Are there still spirits here at the Stimson Hospital? It feels kind of quiet right now. Ryan, David, and myself just witnessed their epoch, which is what I'm using right now, fall over upstairs. Is that spirit, if you were the spirit that did this, or if you are a spirit that did that, are you still here? Green means yes, red means no. Is there anything you want to say before I leave? Did you like talking to me while I was here? I'm gonna leave now. Yes? Just a little yes. I said I'm gonna leave now, and I said yes. I mean, usually, you know, I would be like, okay, well, why don't you confirm that, you know? But that thing has been sitting stagnant, not been doing anything this entire time. And it finally lights up green. Okay, I'm gonna leave now because apparently that's what you want me to do. It's been really creepy here. I just shut off my epoch device. I know that I didn't spend so much time here in this house alone, but it is literally almost 3 o'clock in the morning right now. And we had some really crazy experiences here when we were first shooting this episode for Paranormal Encounters. If you are not a subscriber to Paranormal Quest, their channel is in the link to this video description. Please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We are incredibly close to 70,000 subscribers, and even so 100,000 subscribers. This journey with everybody is so amazing, and I appreciate everybody giving me the time of the day to show you my investigations at haunted locations. And make sure you smash that like button. If you haven't already, leave a comment down below. Should I do more collaborations with Ryan and David? There are some amazing paranormal investigators on YouTube and the most genuine people I have ever worked with. And I can't thank them enough for coming all the way over here to Michigan to do this investigation with me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm getting really tired and I still got myself a couple hour drive home. And I will see everybody on the next episode of Paranormal Encounters. See you guys soon.